Hello and welcome to GameQuest News. I'm Mike, and it's been a while since the last news update. Unfortunately, a large part of this has been that we've been busy, and while I have a lot of stories I could tell, most of that news isn't GameQuest news. I decided that not saying anything in this case was better than wasting everyone's time with an update that didn't have any real meat to it. So, let's talk GameQuest. Since the last time I updated the news, we finished our second Let's Play, Custom Robo, and as this episode goes live, the first part of our third series goes live. Metroid Prime wasn't our first choice for Game 3, but so far we're having a lot of fun with it, and I promise I do own non-GameCube games. We've been experiencing technical difficulties behind the screen. Our current plan is to do Mass Effect next, assuming we can get a decent enough buffer in our video uploads to make it viable. Frankly, there's going to be a lot more cut content on the For the Mass Effect playthrough, just because, RPG. Most RPG side quests, hell, most Mass Effect side quests can be really fun and content-filled, but there's just going to be a lot of driving aimlessly on the moon in that game. Skipping the content means seriously damaging the save file going forward because of how choices-driven the trilogy is. Right now, about 90% of our playtime can be converted into content. Mass Effect I fully expect to be half or maybe less, which means longer recording sessions for less content to maintain the same end-of-day video quality. None of this is a problem, it just means we need to have as much of a lead time as reasonably possible going in. Which leads me to my actual complaints. My god, have I been having a fun time of it off camera. We attempted a Super Mario World playthrough, only to suffer a game-killing controller malfunction, and we decided to short-term abort it altogether after I discovered all our footage was corrupted anyway. Then we tried Far Cry in a couple of flavors. To give you an idea of how that went, I went as far as to try and mod in controller support, because we had tried all their options, including an extremely jank setup for a mouse and keyboard. A wash for now. We have several PlayStation and PlayStation 2 games on our to-do list that I'm very excited for. I've already tested it and confirmed that all the recording stuff works just fine, but my PlayStation controllers are missing. So, that's on hold until I can get a hold of my mom to check a box in storage for me, because I don't want to waste money on buying another one that if it's easily accessible, and I don't want to drive halfway across state to look for something that might not be there at my parents' house. And since my mom, getting back to me as a maybe, and my upload schedule is now, Metroid time. To top off this pile of misery, I received an update and notification from YouTube that they're removing the playlist auto-add feature because it wasn't used enough. Which upsets me for two reasons. The first is that it's the single best feature on the platform, in my opinion. If it wasn't used, it's because YouTube went out of their way to hide the hell out of it. Every conversation I've had on the topic has been, that's incredibly useful, why isn't this more actively advertised? Or, that's a feature? Why isn't that front page news? When did they add it? It's literally core to our channel right now. Adding scheduled videos to playlists means the video you haven't premiered yet is visible as either itself or a removed private video. My only other option has been to add it after upload, but that means either getting about 4 hours of sleep a night to get all my research and editing done, so I'm either asleep after or awake before publish time to make sure my playlists are clean and up to date, or remember afterward to update my playlists every single day. Basically, the only way YouTube could screw me, or other daily updated series channels harder, is just flat remove the ability to upload and watch videos on their platform. Which leads me to the second reason it upsets me. Why? Just, why remove it? Are they planning to completely rewrite the site's base code to change how tags work or something? As far as I can tell, it's a solid, unobtrusive feature that's extremely helpful to a portion of their creator base that costs them nothing to keep. They are going to deliberately make the site less good at the cost of time and effort, when the cost of keeping this extremely valuable, underutilized feature is nothing. Mind-boggling. Unlike what the last couple of minutes of ranting might imply, so far YouTube has been an incredibly positive, if stressful and frustrating experience for me. I'm very proud of the fact that we're rapidly closing in on 100 videos without missing a single day of content so far. I'm even happy with the improvements I've been making to the thumbnails and intro and outro sequences. Maybe someday I'll even find one I'm not ashamed of. Uh, anyway, I believe that's it for now. So until next time, I'm Mike, and this has been GameQuest News.